at the time, she was in the process of installing the Venice Biennale exhibition, and she suggested to her gallery to commission me to make a short film to follow that installation. So I did that. I was very happy to do that and sort of be introduced to her work. So that turned out to be sort of a short, 10-minute film or so. But after I finished that, I got to know her. And she was also eager to have her work documented, and I think she also feels like she wants the recognition that a film can bring. So that kind of launched me, both of us, on this kind of journey. I didn't really know where it would lead. I mean, I didn't know it would be how long a film it would be, how long it would take. It took about almost 5 years. The soundtrack was done by Simon Tofik, who's a New York-based composer, and he was also one of the producers of the film. But he's a fantastic, very talented composer. He does mostly documentary work, but some fiction as well. But yeah, we actually just completed the score fairly recently. For a long time, we just were working with temp music, and then over this past summer, we kind of worked together and brought out the score. But it's kind of it was a slow process. I mean, I'll say that this final version, we must have had 20 versions of the film before we finally got to this one. The editing process took much longer than I thought it would take. Probably, I don't know, two or 2.5 years. My partner was like trying to raise the money, and it took a long time for me to feel moved by the film somehow. And it was just kind of like digging and trying to reach what I felt that it could be. And I think this final version also sort of speaks to me. And I think I agree, the music helps a lot. Yeah. As far as I know, all her cedar comes from this area, from the Vancouver area. I mean, she's like she said, she's tried to get away from cedar many times. Like she has tried different woods, different metals, but for some reason she always comes back to cedar as like her primary material. I don't know. There's different theories about that. Maybe it's her, where she grew up in the DP camps, that she was surrounded by wood. But somehow I think it's also the, her process. Like she said, she wants something. She wants it to be as difficult as possible somehow, and I think cedar allows that. There's something kind of raw and difficult about the wood to work with.